Yo, Da, what's up?
Good, my G. How you doing?
I'm okay, man. Kati, jagala kuengaginga man. This talk about investment. Chiteged.
Okay.
So I was looking for a feasible project. Yensobola otekamu sente. So that it gets me some daily income. Chitegera.
Right.
Then I went to YouTube and I was tapping into these motivational speakers. They were asking me to think big, think great, you know, come up with such a plan. You do the paperwork and stuff. It's not that I'm lazy, but I go down and I try to do those things. But the challenge I'm finding is relating them or bringing them to fit my world. So today I'm speaking about a startup capital of 200,000.
You mean Uganda shillings?
Yeah. Mitwala abiri.
That's more like around $50.
I don't know in dollars. Really.
Roughly $50.
Roughly. So I'm thinking, I don't know, what can I do mumitwala abiri gange? What can I do?
200,000 Uganda shillings.
Yeah. For an investment, something that I am going to sit there and I see grow. I do every day. I wake up to do every day. I don't know, what can I do?
Bro, that's a tough one, to be honest, because really there is not much that you can do, you know. When I look at it, that scope is this limited. All right, but that does not mean that there are no things we can think about in that range. Look at 200,000 and what it can do. I'm thinking you can have a simple grocery stall, you know, grocery stall, where you could have things like simple fruits. You can talk about pineapples, you can talk about watermelons, you can talk about oranges, you can talk about mangoes, you can talk about yellow bananas, because I'm looking at maybe having that space paid for. Let's say somewhere in the region of 70,000 at most. I'm not certain, but I'm thinking, all right? And then you're thinking you need to have your display, you know, kind of board. You know, it can be something simple and wooden, all right? That there are these they make that look more like steps or something like that. Have you seen those?
Yeah, sure.
Something wooden, I think it can go for about 30,000 or even less if you're a good negotiator. And I'm looking at your capital buying those fruits at around 100,000.
Okay.
I think that can get you some pretty decent.
Are you certain that you can actually sit there and
now that's the question.
That
for me that is a very hard question to answer, and the reason is simple. While you see what that money can do, it's hard to anticipate the profit for something you've not done before,
especially in such a business, because I'm looking at you investing in fruits which are perishable goods.
Perishable, exactly. So as you buy them, at most you have 48 hours before you can sell everything and bring in your stock. You understand? But I want us to look at a bit on the positive. All right, there is a youth out there. There is a me out there, you know, who can have access to this money, you know, out of whatever they are doing. All right, but then they are thinking to themselves, before I have 5 million shillings, I'm not dreaming of an investment, because in their world, that is the least that can do that which they actually dream to do. You understand?
Exactly. That's why actually the topic is so important, because you see, we get to sit down and get to have the talk of, I want to invest.
Correct.
I want to have a side hustle. I want to do something that is going to bring in a daily income. You get it?
That's right.
But you know, after the talk, what happens? How many people are going to move forward to actually see that happen? You get?
Right.
So I'm thinking from the list
Yes.
of what I can get for myself.
Yes. Yes.
To put away. You get it?
Yes.
Because you see, well, as we might want to dream big,
Yes.
you must appreciate the details in the small efforts that you get to do. You get it?
That's right.
Every day. And you see, the bitter truth is, when you bring it on table, people will want to fix something that can be done in that money. The real question is, are they going to actually sit there and see that money grow?
You see, I use Twitter. I believe majority of us do, right? It's a social media platform and all. But you know, someone tweets and says, "Guys, what can I do with my 2 million shillings for an investment in Uganda?" And then you're going to go down in the comment section, and for me, that's where you see the most realistic picture, because that gives you people's opinions. Right? These are different people that are commenting on the same topic, people that I've never met before, probably people that we'll never meet. But they're all trying to give you, they're all trying to paint you a picture of how they actually look at things. And someone is going to honestly come there and say, "Bro, that's too little money. Make it 10 million. Tweet this again, and I'll tell you something real that is going to make you some real money." You're going to see another tweet, somebody saying, "Guys, I've been saving with my fiancé, and we do have 10 million, right? What do you guys think we can do with it?" You're going to go back to the comment section just to see, you know, what are the ideas. You never know what you could get for yourself from down there. Then you see comments like, "Bro, 10 million right now? Man, that's still a bit little, you know, because there is this business idea that I have, you know, you can invest, saloons can make you good money, but 10 million is still lacking, you know. I think you need a 20 million, all right? Make it 20. You can come to my DM, you know, a direct message to more like my inbox, and I'll give you the details of how to make crazy money from a saloon. You understand? And somebody else will still tweet and say, "Guys, I have 20 million." And somebody else will still come and say, "That is not enough." What I'm trying to say is that I think for many of us, for some reason, we are looking for these excuses in a way that we are not ready for something that upsets our comfort. I don't know if I'm thinking right, you know, because you put it so well. You're asking yourself, how many of us young people have the capacity to put away that much as our minds project that is enough for us to start an investment? And the real answer to that question is not a lot. Right? You want to think of other sources of funding that you could probably tap into.
Exactly.
And then you're thinking, let's say bank loan. Question is, how many of us young people can afford assets that are supposed to act as collateral, for example, in a bank, to get us a loan worth the amount of money we dream should get us starting to invest? And the answer to that question is still not a lot, right? And so for me,
I think it's about,
you should take the little steps.
The little steps are key, because you see, that statement that we've had since childhood up to date.
Yeah.
The journeys of 1,000 steps, beginning with one step.
That's right.
You get it?
That's right.
All those small statements.
You know, when you're in primary, I was trying to tell you, you will make it to university one day.
Exactly.
It's just a matter of time. You keep there.
You cannot forget the time you stepped into senior 1, and they told you that 6 years down the road you will be in senior 6, and you didn't see that happen.
That's right.
But every day that passed actually took you there. You get it.
That's correct.
So the thing is, today, if you ask yourself, how many young people can raise 200,000, even if you give it a space of a month, or two.
Let's say even
majority
3.
of us, around 95%, maybe 90, but also that is a very good percentage.
Yes.
Could have that money.
Yes. Yes.
The next question would be, what do they do with 200,000? You get it?
Yes.
It's not the money that comes in quite often.
Right.
But then once we commit our minds onto getting it, we can have it.
That's correct.
But then what productive thing can you do in 200,000?
Right.
And of course, just as you've said, most of us are going to get back and we are just thinking it's not enough. Tezimala, you get it?
Food, man.
So, but then you see, I want to actually get this topic from this discussion, and then we get it to the street.
Yes.
We try to find out what can we, people of the same age, how can we relate with what we can do
with 200,000.
With 200,000. I don't know if you're up to that.
Well, I think I would be excited, if we had to go down and go for something like that, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm pretty convinced there's actually more that this money can do. All right, but before we preempt, let's commit and find out from.
Sebo je baliko. Bampita Derrick go bakuyitani. Wasa nyongera ku ddoboozi mukama wange.
Bampita
Warren. Kakati mukulu Warren, tulina ekibuuzo kyangu nnyo. Saawa zino singa ng'okutte ku mitwalo 2 nga ziz'okububo teziriko mbeera yonna, kiki oyinza ozikolamu? Obudde buno.
Nga teguliko kizibu, bwafiizo baki.
Kiki oyinza ozikolamu?
Ekonomi ennaku zino nga bw'ogiraba. Kalinze nganze nina options zinga 2-3.
Okay.
Esooka, I may invest somewhere or nenzigulamu ebintu ebiteekebwako like food stuff or I help my mom on rent.
Okay.
Kind of.
So there are plenty of options.
Yeah.
Kankuzeeko katono ku option ya investing.
Yeah.
Because ojogeddeko, what kind of investment do you think you can fit in your profile of 200,000 shillings?
Investment. Like me zogulayo obukoko bwange. Because kyemmanyi enkoko osobola enkoko ku mitwalo 3. So that's 200k. That's a lot. So ofunamu obukoko obutandikibwako. And like you put them somewhere, omuntu omu akutumbira, gain profit, you add more.
No, okay, so business ya kugula bukoko bukuze, ne tubutunda, ne tujjako, then we keep recycling. Ochai nacho tubuza mukama waffe. Sebo je baliko? Kale balo. Amanya bampita Derrick gwe bakuyitani?
Monda
Swaibo. Ndi musanyufu kusinkana mukulu Swaibo.
Yes.
Akakati tulina ekibuuzo ekitone ennyo kye tubuuza.
Yes.
Nga kikwata ku bulamu bw'abavubuka. Omuvubuka ali eyo. Magezi kigoyinza okumuwa bw'aba n'emitwalo 2. Business kijayinza okuzitandikamu emitwalo 2 nga talina kyakola essaawa zino.
Emitwalo 2 osobola okuteekawo omudaala gwa chapati. N'olyoka n'ogula efulampeni, n'ogula meeza, omusukumo, ebbaafu, n'olala n'ogula omunyu n'obuto n'engaano. Kati ogenda kuvaayo mpola mpola. Otandika na paketi
bubiri.
Kati n'ogira nga weeyongerako mpola mpola.
Yesebo.
Olumu okuba 2, 3, 4 busana n'eggulu. Kati gwe n'ogenda ng'oyongerako ki?
Mpola mpola.
Okusinga okubba bintu okwewala ebirala.
Yesebo. Ekyo nno mukulu Swaibu kyalowooza omuvubuka yenna ali eyo nga olowooza weetaaga kuweza kinene obeeko kyotandika emitwalo 2 mukulu Swaibu alowooza gatandikawo chapati nga bw'olaba ye kyakola ate naawe ne weewala obulamu bw'okubeera ng'oli muyaayi. Kale sebo toyanza nnyo endowooza.
Ze mwana witwe ngetandikawo nakamu.
Sebo.
Ekirala ne nkubawo 2.
Sebo.
Kati saawa eno neeyongera.
Naye bw'otyo bwe watandika?
Natandika na mitwalo
5.
Kati nengenda nenfunayo omutwalo nembigattagattawo ente nendyoka nenfuna business.
Kakati ye business ekubeezaawo?
Embeesaawo era kati nkyaliwo omulamu.
Okyaliwo ofuna ky'olya?
Yes sir.
Tweyanza nnyo mukulu Swaibu olw'endowooza. Nze nno ndowooza abavubuka bajja kiyigirako nnyo ate nabo bafune entandikwa gyali emitwalo 5 mukulu Swaibu gy'atandisa. Ffe nno tubuuza 2. Mubuka zuukuka. tuyanza mukulu Swahib.
Yes.
Sebo je baliko.
Kale mukama wange nawe je baleko.
Kale bambi. Amanya bampita Derrick go bakuyitani.
Bampita Kasagga John.
Kasagga John ndi musanyufu okusinkana. Kakati n'ekibuuzo kyangu nnyo. Atwetaaga okumanya gwe singa oba olina emitwalo 2 awo ekitalina kijibanja. Kiki kyoyinza okugikolamu mu Uganda yaffe nga bizinensi oba ekintu kyoyinza okugyamu ssente emitwalo 20 egya Uganda?
Anyway, kyekirowoozo si kibi. Sente ntono nnyo okutandikawo capital. Naye era osobola okuyiya ng'omuvubuka okulaba ki kyoyinza ozikolamu. Eiza osobola ng'omuvubuka yenna bw'ebiseera bino ebyatuuka tolina kunyooma mirimu.
Kituufu.
Osobola okutandika n'ekitono oguloba ka popcorn. Anyway, ne ka popcorn ako kabeeyi.
Kabeeyi muko.
Olwedde kali mitwalo zininga.
Anamu obeeyo.
Samusing. Osobola okutandika n'oguloba kalaayi n'otandika okusiika oba chipusi n'ogula ensawo y'amanda n'otandikirawo.
So sente ezo zina kyesobola okukola?
Kisoboka bw'obanga obadde olina pulaani yaazo. So ate bw'obanga zizze nga tolina pulaani yaazo era toba ku kyozikolamu. Naye nga ntono n'osobola oziyiga.
Naye nga zina kyesobola okukola. So magezi ki ge wandiwadde omuvubuka yenna ali eyo nga talina kyakola naye nga endowooza yegamba nti nina kuweza bweziti?
Omuvubuka leero yenna amagezi ge nandimuwadde. Nandibadde muwa amagezi ne mugamba atandike n'ako akatono kaalina kasobola omutuusa ku kinene
kyaloota. Tweyanza nnyo Sebo. Akawungeezi akalungi.
Nange neesimye okusanga.
Kale Sebo.